Hi there, it's Tracy from the Papercraft Studio. Thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute Hooray for Surprises card. And the surprise is under here. So this bundle is amazing, and I think it might get overlooked in the catalogue because it's not really obvious in there what it is. But you get these little pulley bits so you can stamp underneath. So I've just pulled in this one. This was Bo's birthday card as well. So once she pulled back the open here tab, there was a little message underneath. I mean, you can only pull it once because it does come off, but how cute is that? So all of these dies, or most of them, this is from the new mini catalogue, they all have this little pulley bit here. So you've got the heart here and the flower and things, and they've all got a little pulley so that you can do the same and have a little surprise message underneath. And I don't think it really necessarily shows on here. I mean, I was intrigued with this, but look, you can pull that little flower underneath. It's really cute. So don't overlook this set. It's on page 13 in the mini catalogue. But also, I just loved these. Actually, you can make some really quick and simple little note cards and stuff with them without the pulley thing. So and the sentiments are great, so I think it's actually a really good set to get. And of course, as always, you can buy it via my online shop. There'll be links below, or you can ping me an order if you're local to me and you can collect. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to line this up, because I had to watch another demos video to learn how to do it. I possibly could have figured it out, but you know, somebody had already done it and I liked the way they did it. So I actually can't remember who it was, otherwise I'd give them some credit. Lovely American demo. Okay, so you need a piece of thick basic white cardstock. This measures 8 1/4 inches by 8 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. That's our UK or European A4 size, but just resize the 8 1/4 if you want to. It won't make too much difference here. If you're using other paper sizes. The designer series paper I'm using, this is really cute as well. It's from the Lighter Than Air suite. Look at this, so cute. So you've got these really lovely pastels here, so from our Subtles collections, and then the hot air balloons. So I'll be doing this for another project, but these gorgeous little adhesive dots, the coloured twine. So, but I thought this was a really, quite celebratory, for this card. So I've used the little dots, but look, I love this. So really versatile set of papers here. I think this will be a real hit. So again, link below if you like it. Okay, so there's that. The designer series paper, you need 2 strips that measure 5 1/2 inches by 3/4 inch. You need 2 pieces of basic white cardstock, not the thick one, just the regular one. This is for the pulley, and I'll tell you the reason you need 2 as we go along. But these measure 5 inches by 3 1/4, both of them. For the central bit, this measures, again, this is just basic white. This measures 5 1/2 inches by 2 1/2 inches. You need a scrap of basic white to stamp the cakes, and some little scraps of which colours do we have here? Balmy blue, bubble bath, and lemon lolly. I mean, these are tiny scraps, obviously, to punch these little cut these little flowers out, and that's all you need. Okay, so let's go ahead and show you what to do with the card. So I've already scored this in half. So mine was 8 1/4, so I've scored it 4 1/8, and we're just going to give that a little crease there. Okay, so with the designer series paper here, I've done this so that you can just stick it underneath here, or stick these pieces underneath this centerpiece here, so you can have as much or as little showing as you want. Let's put this back up in the corner. So I quite liked that. So you want to put the glue on the right side of the paper that you want showing, and you've got a bit of space to put it along there, and I've measured it to be the same width as this and as the card. So I've probably got maybe that much showing, So there's quite a few of the little kind of dots. And then again on this one, some glue. I've just used liquid glue on this so that we can move it around when we're lining it up. So you obviously want this one to be a similar depth showing. I'm just going to pick that up so I can just move it around a little bit. Yeah, that looks kind of straight. Okay, so we can go ahead and attach this to the card here. So again, I've just kept this flat because I've put the little cakes on with dimensionals. And because it's quite a fancy card anyway, I just thought this was fine, or just to stick down as it was. So this will run across the width of the card. I quite like those dots more at the top, so I'm gonna, like colour combinations, so I'm gonna stick that there. So again, just eyeball it and see that you've roughly got it the same top and bottom-ish. Okay, so I've gone ahead and stamped my cakes because, you know, I know you know how to stamp. So I've done Lemon Lolly, Bubble Bath and Balmy Blue. They're all in the colours in the designer series paper here, but there's so many in there as well. This is Pool Party, there's Lost Lagoon, I think it's Calypso Coral. So there's loads you could pick out in these papers. So what you want to do is have a look, see that you've got enough space to put those. So that's roughly where these are going. And then I'm going to show you how we know where to get this in the right place, this little stamp. And I've used You're Simply Amazing on here as the message because, you know, it was for Bo as well as my monthly class, and she is amazing. Poor thing has COVID again. I think this is the 5th or 6th time. She's really unlucky with her health. Bless her. I mean, I'm not laughing, it's not funny, but it's just unbelievable, really. But she's such a good girl, such a smiley, positive girl. Yeah, I really feel for her. So let's get this one out of the pack here. So we're going to cut 2 of these. One that we're going to leave flat, that for the recipient to open, and one that we're going to open ourselves and then use it as a guide. So I'm just going to, I want this to be in the same place pretty much, and in the center here, so that I can gauge where the other one's going. So that looks about right to me. I'm just going to secure it with a little bit of washi tape. A post-it would do as well, or you can just, you know, see that it stays in place when you cut it. So I'm going to cut 2 of these and I'll be right back. Okay, so be a little bit careful when you're taking these off of here. I would go from the end that's not going to, you know, it hasn't got the kind of pulley bit on. The pulley end looks a little bit like a pull ring on a can, I think. So I've doubled over this washi tape, which wasn't helpful. So gently peel this off because you don't want to tear. It's not so bad on the one you're doing as a template, but you don't want to tear your little the little end pieces. So just really gently pull that off. I can hear something going. It's a little bit there, but it will be fine. Okay, so we now have, like I say, gently, because you don't want to open it yourself. So we've got 2 here. So this is the one we're going to keep for the little open here message. And there's some other ones on here, actually. There's pull or for you. But I just thought open here, they know for sure to pull that. Okay, so we're going to, again, get a bit of washi back. And I've got some here. Oh, mine's falling apart a bit. Let's get a fresh bit. We're going to actually pull this bit first. So look at how this pulls. It's really cute. So bear in mind, this would be stuck to the card. So the recipient would just go, ooh, da da da, and it would pull. This will be stuck down. It would be much easier for them to pull it. It wouldn't be moving around. But how cute is that? So cake's kind of back in place. So what we want to do is pin this roughly where we want it to be at the end. So like I say, we're just using this as a template. So washi tape is your friend here. Just get rid of any little bits and pieces on here. So this is, I'm going to put this kind of a bit of an even border at the ends here and underneath. Let's just, we want it to be fairly straight. And I want to leave the corners free because that's what I'm going to draw around to mark where we want this to be. And then we're just going to take a really fine tipped pencil or a light pencil, one that you could rub out if you see. And oh, that one's, the blade's disappearing down. Let's see if this one's got some more in. And you're just going to lightly draw around the corner, at 2 opposing corners actually, just to get an idea where this is going to go. So I've done a little bit round there and a little bit round this one. And we're going to stamp while that's there. So we're going to stamp in Balmy Blue. Obviously you can choose whichever colour. So we're going to have a look here. So this is how, oops, we know roughly where to get it. And I don't want to get my head in, but I'm going to go there. So you'll be able to lean over and see where you're stamping. But how cute is that going to be when somebody pulls that back and sees that there? So adorable. And if you had another stamp set with just happy birthday, if you don't want this one, there was one I used earlier in the toolkit set that said wishing you a happy birthday, something like that. You know, you can use whatever you have there if you don't like the You're Simply Amazing. Okay, anything else with that? No. I'm going to gently peel this off. So you can keep your template now to use for all the other ones. You know, we did that in class. I'm going to get rid of those a sec. So you can see, can you, my little corner marks on here, there and there. So all I'm going to do now, because we've stamped underneath, is line this one back up to the corner marks there. And you can rub them out afterwards if you want. Just make sure you've got a really good rubber. But actually, before we do that, I'm just going to stamp the open here. And again, I'm doing that in Balmy Blue. So I just want that to be on this end here. So it's bunching up a little bit at one end. I don't want it to, oh, cute. Okay. So, to do this, I'm a bit worried that my corners are a bit bold, but I will rub them out afterwards. You just want to put some glue on the outside edges. So I find some little dots along, because obviously the pulley in the middle is the, you know, we don't want that stuck to anything. Slow down, Tracy. I always do this. I try and do my dots really quickly, and actually, you know, more haste, less speed. Okay, and then, so I want to make sure it's stuck down quite firmly. So I am going along doing all of these. But yeah, you obviously, like I said, just don't want it on the middle pulley section. If you're not confident doing these little dots, just put some on some scrap and then pick up some little dots on your glue. Okay, so carefully turn this over, and we're just going to line that up with the marks that we've made. And if you're not spot on, you know, we're going to be there or thereabouts, okay? So that's then how you get to this stage where you know when they pull that back, ta-da, that's in the middle, because we've already lined that up, okay? So like I say, you can go ahead and rub out your little pencil marks. Ah, this was the one I was after. This has got a really good rubber on here. And it doesn't matter if they show a little bit, but obviously it's nice to keep the element of surprise as to how we magically got that under there. These are great. I think I've probably got them on Amazon, like most things. Okay, so we're going to prop up the cakes with some dimensionals. So I would have them roughly where you want them to be, so that you don't have to then kind of think, oh, not sure where that one's going. And you could, you know, you could offset them a bit, put the jaunty angles. Yeah, I might do that actually. You don't have to worry at all then about how it's lined up, really. So I'm just going to stick them down one at a time. Quite like it like that. I'm quite a kind of offset person. I don't always like things just to be straight. I think it gives you more room for error. You know, nobody knows where it's meant to go. Nobody's seen the original, so just go for it. Yeah, so that one over there. They look fun. Okay, so we're going to cut these little flowers, so I'll be right back. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And I mean, you could put more on, you could stamp the little flower here and cut it out so it's a bit more subtle, but I was just going for this. I'd made some quite complex projects in the class and already, and I didn't want this to be a really long project, although I didn't really kind of allow for, you know, I had to do a bit of the templates and stuff before, but that was fine. Okay, so I'm just using glue dots to pop these cute little flowers on. This would be a great little wedding card as well, or you know, new baby. Especially if you don't know what it's going to be, you can make it in advance. We've got lots of colours, not that people tend to do necessarily the traditional colours anymore. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to pop some rhinestones on here just to give the flowers centres, just the little ones. Oh, that's got that little bit of adhesive was kind of coming over the edge. Love rhinestones. I really miss the champagne ones that we used to do, but you know, we've got so many great embellishments, haven't we? So and then for this I used the little gems, adhesive, what are they called? They are called rainbow adhesive-backed dots. So they're all in this suite as well. Cute. With the papers, sorry. So you can choose whichever colour. I popped a little balmy blue one on there. What should we go for this time? You can see my class ladies have been having a go here. So let's go, maybe, let's go for the bubble bath. Gosh, sorry, I can't think of the name. So let's bring the one in that opens. Oh, actually, a couple of little rhinestones up here. Why not? Because you can never really have too much bling, can you? There we go. So I really hope you've enjoyed making this Hooray for Surprises birthday card with the fun reveal. Take care. See you soon. Bye.